Hello, welcome back. This is Jacob, and today we are continuing the narration and character voicing for the main story of Arknights. And we are in episode 6, chapter 6, however you want to call it, Partial Necrosis. And as evident from the title of the episode, this will be the first one where I definitely need to split it into multiple parts, considering this is, and it was already from the previous part from episode 5, this is where the story hits into the how dense can we make this. Yeah, I mean, today's episode is literally gonna feature the story all the way up until stage 7, including stage 7, which is the first, which is one of the 2 boss stages in this chapter. But yeah, there is a lot of text, there's a lot of things happening, there is a lot of characters as well, and oh boy, oof. Well, I'm not gonna say too much about that. This is the one where I guess a lot of people who have read the story, well, they know what's gonna happen, and it will happen, and I will be a mess. I'll promise you that. But that will not happen in today's part, luckily. But yeah, this will, from now on, I'll probably have to split up these episodes, chapters, into multiple parts. Not sure yet if this is gonna be down to just 2 parts for episode 6, or if it's just gonna be, or if I'll have to make 3 parts, because considering this part will already be very long. So we'll see. But enough about that. Let's begin with what I started doing very recently on a couple of these. Quick recap of the previous episode. So, episode 5, quick recap. Well, we begin with Shen having a dream of sorts, or rather a memory, where she talks to someone in her childhood, where they promise to be friends for forever, basically. Gets then rudely awakened out of that. A very pissed off Swire tossing some water into her face, which then proceeds to evolve into a scene of Swire and Shen fighting against each other verbally. At the end, Swire leaving, and later we learned that whole fight was pretty much pretend for the eyes of Rhode Island, mostly. Meanwhile, as Swire goes off to do her own little thing, Shen and Hoshiguma receive a message from one of Shen's informants that he has some crucial data about Reunion and some other shit on a data stick with him, but is very heavily injured and being pursued by Reunion forces, which leads Shen and Hoshiguma to take a bunch of LGD members and go and find and rescue the informant. They do make it a time while he's still alive, but he's way too injured and on the brink of death. Also along that, we find out that the injured person is someone from Hoshiguma's previous life before the LGD, where she was a street thug and he was a underling under her. And as she carries him off towards his final resting place, we have a very serene moment. I'll say here, originally reading that part didn't affect me as much, but I don't know how audible that was in the previous episode during that section of the story, but it kind of slightly hit me, and I believe it's down to voicing the characters to a certain degree that puts me in a mental state to view the situation from the character perspective, I guess. But yeah, did kind of slightly for the first time trigger a couple of heartstrings there in that moment. But yeah, afterwards we proceed with more with adventures of Shen and Hoshiguma throughout Lungmen as they are making their way into the city more and more. They get to more of like an elite quarter of the city. Notice a couple of reunion members skulking around some house. They proceed to, well, bash their heads in and discover that the house is Shen's childhood home, which she promptly proceeds to open with her fucking swords. Because why not? Who needs keys, right? They enter, look around why they were specifically interested into Shen's old home, and the only conclusion they had is that the reunion members were probably looking for a picture in there, which Shen does find, and it's a picture of her in her childhood playing with what looks to be her best friend, maybe sister, maybe who knows, from childhood, and that being Tallulah. Afterwards, we proceed with Shen picking up LGD members, routing them up, and they are going towards the LGD HQ to retake it back from the clutches of the reunion members who have taken residence in it. And apparently there is a reunion commander as well. One of their leaders, at least, is there. So after fighting through the building of the LGD, Shen makes it to the rooftop and finds there to be little shithead Mephisto, little crazy pants, in all of his crazy glory, together with obviously his best sidekick Faust. Fight ensues. Shen, for the first time ever, tries and partially succeeds, if I remember that scene right, partially succeeds in unsheathing her second sword, which, from all the little tidbits we get about it from there, seems to be a sword that is kinda conscious, kinda alive, and reads its user. More on that in the future. At the end of all things, out of the very sky, out of an airship drops a wild Blaze, who, if I remember that scene correctly, she carries both Amiya and the Doctor on her as she drops out of the sky without a parachute, landing on the rooftop and going freaking nuts and decimating and collapsing a part of the roof, together with a shit-ton of Mephisto's mutated hordelings. Which, by the way, a very interesting thing there at the end, considering Mephisto boosts and heals his mutated horde members, which are very devastated by Originium, by the way. They look horrible. With some kind of art's dust or whatever it is, but he tells Shen there then and there that the dust only affects his brood, his horde, because they have Originium in them. But he does notice one little thing, and that prompts up a big flag right there, that the dust did stick to Shen as well. It didn't just flutter off into the wind. Everything ends with a big showdown between Mephisto's horde and the Rhode Island LGD combo. And now we are essentially here, as Mephisto went and had to run together with Faust and the rest of the reunion members that were there and that were not mindless Mephisto zombies. So, we are now in episode 6, Partial Necrosis. And as I said, this will cover the stages from 1 to 7, and oh boy is it chunky. Also, I was slightly considering showcasing stage 7, but considering you cannot autoplay it, and I don't want to spend time literally playing it, it's pretty decently easy stage, not too difficult. It's a very unique stage because and I'll show it when we get there, because it gives you a preset of units to go through with it, who are, I would say, mostly or probably completely lore accurate to that stage. But yeah, let's begin today's episode. shall we? So, this is stage 1 story, titled Deadlock. Let's begin with the pre-stage part. The year 937. Duke Eric and Professor Lyderland D. of Piersburg Parliamentary University published this co-authored paper in the Journal of Urban History. Where Did We Come From? Issue 44. The paper discussed the results of a detailed analysis of a collection of weathered remains. The investigation into Sargon Excavation Site 4 revealed a common origin for infected quarantines and executions with the law itself. That is to say, the suffering of the infected predates even the emergence of the law. Lungmen, support structure level, exit. Press Noah. Now we must fight. If you can defeat me, it means some will be able to survive. I am willing to join Rhode Island. I am willing to fight together with you against the enemies of the infected. Your way. This is my burden to bear. "8:50 a.m., 4 hours after the recapture of LGD headquarters near the commandery exit. LGD and Rhode Island Pharmaceuticals. Lungmen Search and Destroy Campaign. Final phase. Number 1. Control Reunion's movements within Lungmen. Complete under the direction of the LGD. Number 2. Mop up Reunion still in Lungmen. Complete under the direction of the LGD. Number 3. Eliminate Reunion's operational commander or their command influence. Complete under the direction of the LGD. Number 4. Eliminate the Reunion movement before they can withdraw to the slums. Complete under the joint LGD and Rhode Island operation. Attention, all citizens are performing an excavation exercise. Those citizens who have failed to evacuate, please lock your doors, draw your curtains, and do not leave your homes. Does it have to be so loud? Shoot that drone down already. Now we're just caught up in an exercise. How dare they use such cheap tricks to cover up the exquisite terror I've worked so hard to formulate? And to repeat it over and over in both Lungmen or Sin tongues. I've had enough of these drones. Hurry! Keep to the side streets. Nothing from Scout Team 3 either. Assault signal suddenly cut out. We're losing contact with all of our Overwatch teams one by one. Why? How? Such an insult, such humiliation foisted upon our movement. But how and why? Damn you, Lungmen. Damn the Lungmenites. Damn the uninfected. I've never seen so unstable like this. Faust, do we still have a chance to retreat? I'll make some space for you. If it's just your run-of-the-mill cops with the LGD plus Rhode Island, we should be able to get away. What do you mean? Who else could be out there? I can't believe this. I can't get through. If I can't even issue orders to my teams, how am I supposed to win? Someone is watching us. There is still more to the city. Get ready to survive. Got it. Faust? We trust you. "9:20 a.m. Rhode Island patrol route near the LGD. They're really having this, they're really leaving this to the infected. Rhode Island got a raw deal this time. And in Longmen, how could a city as big as Longmen not have what it takes to fight off an invasion on its own? Now they got the infected fighting infected on behalf of the normies. Whatever, it's certainly not the first time. Hurry up and clear our path. Don't look back. Just break through their defenses. We can just get across the street. We have a Yostar grouping up with the 2nd Brigade. Don't give them a chance to return fire. There aren't many of us left. And in a moment, there won't be any of you left. What? Who are you? Did you just drop out of the sky? Get back, get out of here. She might be able to fly. I really can't. Identify yourself. Use your scanner. Sorry, I have to deal with this first. Huh? Lookman law enforcement, listen up. I am from Rhode Island. Hold your fire. I really don't want to have to deal with crossfire while I'm fighting. I can handle this on my own. You head to the next roadblock. Okay then, back to you guys. What's up with this chick? I'll explain it to you. I'm sure you can figure it out. Probably. I am Blade, Rhode Island's elite operators. My current objective is to cripple your combat capabilities. The intention with which you took this invasion of a foreign city-state notwithstanding, we aim chiefly to disarm you. Setting aside the injuries and damages you have inflicted upon others and attendant penalties, any attempt to resist to this point is pointless. Put down your weapons. You still have a chance. What? You? My fellow infected, I give you a choice. Surrender at once and I will escort you to Rhode Island and subsequently deposit you somewhere welcoming to infected. She blocked it with her bare hands. Seeing as how you continue to resist, there is nothing more I can say. As if we'd ever just let you lock us up. How crazy are you? There's a time and place for a fight, and a time and place for flight. It's just that when you choose to fight, all I can do is fight back. Either way, I don't need my chainsaw. Sorry, I really don't want to fight my fellow infected. It's too humid in Longmen. This stupid cat is using arts. Her body's steaming up. My body? Guess again. Is it the air around me that's getting hot, or the air around you? Let's take a Sami bath together. My treat. Alright, and now for the after part. Huh. Luckily I did some warm-up back in Chernobog, but really, I didn't even break a sweat holding you guys. You're Rhode Islander. You're a disgrace to all infected. How could you turn on your own like this just to help Lungmen? So you'll hand us over to them, as if that keeps your hands clean. Bullshit. How do you live with yourself? Huh? You ate 2 punches, cracked your skull onto the pavement, and you still got the energy to talk trash. Not bad. But you've got it all wrong. Having trouble breathing? Feel like your lungs are on fire? It's starting in your sinuses, then crawls down your windpipe, until it finally finds a home there in your diaphragm. All I have to do is wiggle my little finger and... a stream of superheated air will shoot into your body, expand, ignite your organs, and erupt out of your pores. The funny thing is, Lungmen might let you live, but me and my little finger won't leave any of you breathing. No, let me go, please. Fine, I'll be merciful. Officer, over here, you can take care of them. And one more thing, my new Ursus buddy, you think next time you could actually make me break a sweat? Hey, they made it. Doctor, over here. You were certainly making a lot of noise. But of course, you think I'm the type to play it low-key? If I can put the fear of Blaze into them, who knows when many others might just give up. I have to play it up to make all my hard work worth something. Let's not steer the doctor astray. Bunny! Don't just scoop me up like a toy. But you're just so soft. Hey, stop struggling. Just let it happen. I promise I won't bite. Blaze, stop. Can't breathe. Phew. We've only been apart for an hour. What's with you? Get serious. I take it back. You're not cute. That's enough. Oh, hey, I was just playing. Get out of my head. I can't take you screwing around my emotions again. Wait. She's here with you? Hello, I know who you are. Talk to my fellow infected like that again and I'll tear out your throat myself. Please. Sorry, Amiya. But that's the way it is, and she deserves a warning. I'm out. Rendezvous at the next waypoint. Greythroat, please may have misunderstood you. It's fine. I really did say those things. She shouldn't be dragging up your past to attack the person you are today. Who knows? Have I really changed? Even I don't know. Well, you'll need to do something to find out then. I'm here because I wanted to do something, no matter what that place says. Yeah? Right, she's not infected, so Greythroat might not grasp the reality of Rhode Island's current situation. This operation could force her to decide once and for all if she's going to stay or leave. But she's gotten used to taking orders and doesn't speak up much. Sometimes she does surprise though. There's no malice in her heart, she just needs a chance to find herself. Still, she's strong and reliable. You can trust her, Doctor. And even if we can't help her, I know she can help you. Oh, where did Gabriel go? Well, got too excited and went to crack some skulls? She can't do that. Wait a minute, who thought you to think of her like that, Doctor? I mean, it's kind of true, but still... We can't afford to make mistakes here. Hurry to the next waypoint and try to signal her. Even if she's operating according to plan, there'll be trouble if no one's watching her. What about the other teams? We got elite operators acting as squad leaders. They'll report in. Don't worry. We stand at a crucial point in this joint operation. This is the decisive battle for Lungmen. What about Superintendent Shen? She has her own mission to command. Superintendent Shen and Chief of the Special Inspection Unit will be deploying the best the LGD has to offer against Reunion in service of our joint plan. At the same time, she has to herd Reunion's main force to the target location, all while keeping any of their smaller teams from slipping into the slums. And we, Rhode Island, will keep moving through the waypoints on a patrol route, mopping up Reunion squads along the way, pushing them to give up the fight. Finally, we'll reach the target location at the slum's end. Together with the LGD, we'll deliver the decisive blow to Reunion's main force. Considering the scale, there is relatively little Rhode Island can do, but we'll execute the plan to the best of our abilities. As for the issue that have come up in the course of the cooperation with the LGD, Doctor, I promise to answer all our people. But Doctor, there is something only you can do. Leave it to me. Good. But it's not the kind of thing you'll have to put so much effort into. I'm going to call up Blaze and have her look after you. And for the little while until we meet up again, I need you to look after her too. Me look after her? Have you seen me? I'm not talking about it like in battle. I mean, look after her psychologically. You know, Rhode Island has to fight the infected sometimes. Especially right now, our cooperation with Lungmen has led to some friction. Blaze is one of the elite operators we rely on for survival, yes, but her psychological state has an impact on her performance. It is because she is so resolutely committed to our mission that her encounters with the infected have the potential to influence her emotions. Go on, Doctor. Treat it as an opportunity to learn what makes her tick. Show your appreciation for her. Thank her for saving you back there. She'll eat it up. Is it really necessary? I believe in you, Doctor. Go get him. Their main force is engaging on our their main force is engaging our other teams. We will reach the target location ahead of reunion and join the formation. Tell them we need to eliminate all reunion elements and have not joined up with their main force first. Right, got it. Do what Superintendent Chen just said. Over and out. How long has it been since we fought together like this? I wouldn't say we're fighting together now. It's more like we're co-belligerents. How did you get back here anyway? I've got my own motor pool, of course. How else do you think I saved Rhode Island? Now what's got your panties in a twist? I can tell you're upset. Let me think. You need to think about it. Look at you looking for reasons to be mad. Oh, right. You went behind my back to save Rhode Island. You could have told me in private. Was that embarrassing for you? Or you just don't like being kept in the dark? Both. Wowie, since when are you so direct? My old officer Shen would talk herself in circles for hours. Eyes forward. LGD Defender Squad, shields up. Play just like we have a million times before, and never forget, your brothers and sisters are right behind you. Stand firm. Hold. Crossbows, knock. They blocked this road too. There's nowhere to go. We're trapped. Relax, we can break them. With me. Hold. Guards, ready. Overrun them. Now. Crossbows, first volley, fire. Pikes up. Don't let a single one of them out of our city. Are you on site? Yes, that's right. I know, but the LGD has their job to do and you have yours. Don't forget your role in all of this. Indeed, Lin Kojui is quite opposed. But this matter is beyond him. I've heard all the opinions from all these stakeholders, but there is no wiggle room here. I do what must be done. Kojui's daughter will reach out to you. In the next 3 weeks, you are not to contact me. Everything goes to her. I leave it to you. Don't worry, I'm watching you. There is no need for that. The past is the past, and it stays in the past. Right. To the peaceful and stable future of Lungmen. Wait, old boy, we're brothers of a sort, aren't we? So I'm asking you for the sake of my daughter and her mother. Honestly, should I even have to ask? Would you really refuse to help your own sister? I've already decided on a name for my daughter. We'll call her Tallulah. Don't take it to heart. I understand. It's all very clear to me. Alright, and on to Stage 2's story, titled Misunderstandings. Here we go. Oh, Rosmontis, what are you doing? I wanna fix this terminal. 6 years of memories up to last year. I saved them all in there. This morning I went to read the log from June 12th, but the screen would turn on. What if I can't ever read them again? The March 14th log when I went to the botanical gardens with my daddy, or hiking in July, or the time when... Mommy... Don't cry. Listen, you're not great with screen. Why not wait until Scout... why not wait until Scout can help you fix it? Or Closure. I'll take it to Closure for you. She'll fix it up lickety-split. Scout. Is Scout that one operator who moves around all quiet? That's him. You know him? Yeah. With that perfectly polished look, like a porcelain doll. There he is. Huh? I had yet to hear your estimate of me, and I understand how weak it is. When did you get here? You could say I have always been here. I'm used to concealing myself. So, Mr. Scott was here all along. Why didn't Blaze sense it? I wasn't paying attention, I just didn't notice. Hey, if you were standing here all this time, why didn't you just help fix it? Forgive me, we are mere moments from undertaking a mission. I must focus my energy on calibrating my weaponry. You might ask Closure or the good mechanist to assist you. Are you about to go and save the doctor? Yes. Oh, you're going too. It's me we're talking about. If I didn't go, what kind of joke would Rhode Island's elite operators be? And what did Ascalon say? The usual. She's not going. Always there with cuts at that one. Did it even occur to you that now is perhaps not the optimal time? But it might be our last chance. Chermog is probably going to turn back deep into Ursus to avoid that catastrophe. And a rescue operation in the Ursus interior is going to be damn near impossible. I keep hearing you talk about it, but is this doctor really worth it all? Worth as much as Amiya calls it. Have I met the doctor? Not yet, but you will soon. Good. I want to know what the doctor is like too. I really, really want to. You will, Captain. By the way, Ace, there's an uninfected girl named Greythroat on your team. I'm aware. She's been training in isolation. Listen, Blaze, I've been working with her for a few months now. She has trouble expressing herself, but she's not a bad person. She looked my teammate in the eye and asked, how hard could it be to be infected? I know, but it might have been a legitimate question to her. She might really be curious. It's not my place to demand an operator turn her opinion on a dime, and the Greythroat has never once questioned orders. I don't care. I'm not going to stand by and let her insult my teammates, and I am sure as hell won't let her disgrace the struggle of the infected. Now's not the time. I can see the rage you're holding back. But really, not now. She said it right in front of me. Take a breath, Big Cat. Now you have a task at hand yourself. I do. Fine. We'll deal with it when you get back. Since when is Ace more senior than me? When you take that tone, I start to think maybe you're screwing around. She may very well be mocking you. When he goes 2 days without shaving, he'll definitely look way more senior. Ace's beard is very manly. I have to go move some stuff around. Got my own job to do, you know. Later. Let's get a drink when I'm done. Try not to puke this time. Misery spent 2 hours scrubbing the floor. I wager he would vomit himself when faced with that task again. Who knew you could hold your liquor so well? Respontis, Macnist will give you back your terminal in a bit. Be a good girl and wait patiently, but don't forget either. I'll definitely remember. Bye-bye. Don't burn yourself. Relax, I can control my own arts. How is it that you went before me? Ace, was some uninfected girl like Greythroat really worth training? How much trust did we earn, and how much trust did we give? If the doctor... What are you saying over there? I'm saying bad things about you to your face. Did Amiya send you? Whatever. That's what she's best at, and what she's worst at. I keep trying to remind her to get her thinking about how she's still just a kid. It always seems to have the opposite effect. I guess she'll never be able to put down that grown-up persona of hers as long as she's the leader of Rhode Island. Of course, if it wasn't for Amiya who sent you, if you decided to come keep me company all by yourself, I'm not against the idea. Hold me back. I could carry 3 of you on my back and I wouldn't even notice. One little doctor can't hold me back. Hey, look over there. Go on, get out of here. We don't want to fight. We won't yield to the infected. You're outnumbered, what's the point? Duty. Don't blame us for what's about to happen. You see those monsters behind us? Just run already. What monsters? See that reunion group cutting through the alleys? They're picking at Lungman's vanguard units. They won't hold for long. Give me a path. The usual, or? The fastest, of course. Don't give me that look. It's not like I've never carried you before. Here we go. Smash reunion and save the Lungmanites. Yes, I would like to point out that for several scenes forward, the Doctor will proceed to piggyback ride on freaking Blaze. You could say if the Doctor was an operator, his designation would be Catillery. Anyway, after stage. I'm not apologizing for that. I'm sorry. No, you should also not apologize for that. Now, me beating on you doesn't mean we are not the same side. Yeah, no, seriously, it does. We are not on the same side. This is Blaze. Come in, Team Blaze 4. Captured a dozen or so reunion. Come recover them when you can. Otherwise, come over to Lungman. Hey, Lungmanite, do me a favor and lower your crossbows. We're all friends here. You still don't trust me? I saved your life. Get back. I mean, you're infected. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Ugh. Come on, Doctor. Move. Alright, Doctor. Hop on. It's faster this way. Are you sure? Huh. We've got to use them at piggyback rides? Don't look at me like that. How many times have we been treated like this? It's no big deal. Let's head to Wangsan Plaza in District 16. If Reunion wants to break through the line, that's where they'll have to do it. If we're going to wipe out Reunion's main force, we can't let any of them slip through our zone of control. The way Amiya and the cranky old cop lady worked it out will just be whittling them away little by little until we can finally wipe them out, all in one swift stroke. So we can chase the bad guys out of Wangsan Tower, hurt them into a pincer attack, and then meet up with Amiya and crush Reunion once and for all. Piece of cake, right? You and your faces. I told you, I'm fine. Fine. If you keep staring at me like that, I'm pulling this cat over. Hold on tight. Huh. Look over there. Isn't that Mephisto's herd? But how? They need Mephisto around, don't they? Wait a minute, they're killing their own? What's going on? I'm getting vitals, but no reports, and no signal of distress, and no sign of distress signals either. Something's not right. Shouldn't you be, like, commanding? What are you standing here staring at? None of your business, little miss. Hey, should we be sharing intel? Not this time. I'm thinking you lost contact with a spy. Could you not waste your intuition on stuff like this? At least own up to it when I guess right. Infected? Yep. You think he turned? Impossible. You think the impossible happened? If she turned, well, I don't even want to think about it. If she betrayed us, then there's absolutely no one left in Lungmen who we can trust. I think I know who it is. Wait, would she really be willing to do this? Her? Really? Alright, and on to stage 3, titled Lost at Once. Before story. Mephisto? What was that you just unleashed? Your team is more riled up than before. They're in pain. Oh, you can tell. The seeds I planted have finally bloomed. Nothing to worry about, Faust. They won't hurt us. You're still catalyzing their infection. Mephisto, just stop. We have a chance to survive. I'm the one who can perform such arts, and it is only through my arts that we can escape. You saw with your own eyes. If we push through like this, the LGD will kill us all long before we can reach the escape tunnel in the slums. Have you ever seen those weapons before? Nobody in Chernobog had weapons like that. This is their city. They know it far better than us. Where do they come from? Where do they disappear to? There's no way we can take them on with this few of us. The Chernobog horses are too weak. Lungmen treats us like an army, but we're no army. We're just a group of like-minded individuals trying to survive. Quiet down. Morale is low enough. But my heart will never waver in the face of such challenges. Not to mention all the reunion members who just joined us. Frost Nova will definitely help us. Frost Nova? That Frost Nova? Ha! As if she didn't take her Yetis and betray us. Mephisto. If not, we can definitely crush our enemies with such strength. But even if they did turn against us, I can't blame them for doing what it takes to survive. Frost Nova is no traitor. I told you. Look at the facts. Indeed. We all do what it takes to survive. Just calm down and don't go stumbling into the LGD's traps. I have it under control, Faust. I will ensure the comfortable survival of all my people. What? What are you going to do? I'm going to show the LGD something much more terrifying than an army. Just wait until they see the flowers that bloom from my people. Mephisto? The LGD must pay for their atrocities, and that Shen, she will pay for what she did to you. My comrades, my people, heed my words. A magnificent vitality flourishes within you. Go forth and give in to your impulses. Spread your seed and seize your future. No, Mephisto. They are living beings. Chaotic howling and shrieking. All of Lungmen is in your garden. Go now, spread the life within you to all the people. Go, go, go. What's happening? What are you doing? You're not in our squad. What did I ever do to you? Or Mephisto? Captain? 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 Are you trying to bite me? What? Ah! Help! Somebody help me! Ah! They are far stronger than they were. They can't hear my voice anymore, but they won't attack us again. They will grow stronger, more durable, and more numerous. And they will completely consume Lungmen. If my people can't have this city, I certainly won't leave it to the Lungmenites. Faust, come, it's time. Faust? What have you done? Pain wailing from the herd. Faust? Where are you going? Faust! Why are Mephisto's people attacking us? I saw it. It was awful. Those things took Ivan and then Ivan became like them. Suka, what are you? Some kind of monster? They feel no pain. I stab them and they don't die. They're getting stronger. We can't stop them. Come with me. Faust? No, it might be one of Mephisto's traps. He saved my life. Mephisto's a piece of shit. He might be okay. Get out of here. Hurry. The Phantom Crossbowmen will cover you. Right. Thanks. Hey! Look out. Virginium. Run. The herd's after you. Greythroat, the enemy's movements are erratic. The defenders will hold the line, while the casters cut down the enemy numbers. You and the snipers will take care of the infected with Art's ability. I'm allowed to shoot the infected dead. Greythroat. In principle, I can't allow anyone to harm the infected. Because if I were to allow that, then wouldn't someone else allow the infected to harm others? It's a vicious cycle. But it's pointless. There's no room for the philosophy of ethics on the battlefield. The ideal situation is that nobody hurts anybody, regardless of their infection status. Understood. Gabriel is providing medical support, so watch yourself out there. Don't get hurt. What's that? It looks like Mephisto's herd, but I can't sense any emotion from them. No. Greythroat, get down. Something's wrong. They're pulling Originium out of their bodies. Greythroat! Doctor, are you okay? I'm fine, be careful. What's with this herd? They're acting completely different. Doesn't matter. You're safe here. Kinda. Don't move. I'll take care of them and be back in a second. Alright, and now for the after story. How many men have fallen before you? Reunion member speaking Ursin. Of course, I will bring it back to you, for you. Reunion member speaking in Ursin again, asking something. No, I'm not going to Chernobog. Rest. You'll be safe here. Get some rest. How many men have fallen before me? Drop your weapon. Just you? Move and I shoot. Shoot first, then ask questions. What? He disappeared? No, I saw your file. You're Faust, one of their leaders. Your arts won't fool me. I know this is just an optical trick. If I shoot, there'll still be a bolt in your head. Wrong. Can you predict my movements? The two of us, lone crossbowmen, If we both pull the trigger at the same time, we both die. What's your name? Codename Greythroat. When did you get behind me? The third time you blinked. You're pretty direct. You've been separated from your squad. I'm not here to kill people who don't want a fight. We're enemies. Rhode Island is here to save the infected. I saw you help them. Those were my comrades. You're my enemy. When did Rhode Island hire someone so naive? Yes, I'm naive. All I can do is follow orders. I freeze up whenever I have to make a decision for myself. You need to be careful. Watch your finger. That's a single-shot crossbow. If I dodge your bolt, you're dead. Don't pull that trigger. If you only follow orders, if you rely on everyone else to tell you what to do, that can only end poorly. Why? Most of the sheep who blindly take orders aren't actually dependent on anyone. They just haven't started thinking for themselves. And those who have no direction in life, they're just empty machines looking for a sense of accomplishment and meaning. You activate and perform your functions, you input a goal, you achieve your goal, until you consume everything around you, and you consume those you serve. I won't. You're inexperienced. I saw you interact with the infected back there. You're doing the right thing. Your opinion means nothing to me. Faust, you've been avoiding the LGD. Even the ones who are out here on their own, you haven't shot at them. I've been watching you. Don't take my patience for weakness. If I ambush you, you'll be dead. But you didn't. You're exhausted. Take it from a crossbowman. Your string is drawn too tight. It's definitely going to snap. Take it from a crossbowman. You're too much. You've also seen those special infected. We can figure this one out together. Maybe you're right. Wait. But there's nothing I can do. He disappeared the instant he moved. I can't figure his position. Why haven't you killed me? You didn't shoot. Neither will I. But next time, if you don't kill me, I will kill you. I don't want to hurt you. That's too bad. I guess you need someone to answer you. Without an answer you can't understand. Don't worry about it. Killing, dying, these are everyday facts of life. Even for Rhode Island. Why can't we work together to save them? I really wish I could, but I know I can't. Don't follow me. You still don't know them. You don't know how the whole you don't yet have the whole picture. And me? There is nothing I can do anymore. How many men have fallen because of things I did? How many men have fallen because of things I didn't do? Alright, and on to stage 4, titled Festering Scars. Let's begin with the before story. Okay, that spooked me a bit, that was suddenly so loud. Oh my god. Okay. Hurry, get back, the infected have turned into monsters. I've been bit! I've been bit! Terrifying screaming. How could this happen? Was that nasty little boy? What has that nasty little boy done? Doctor, we need to move. We have to meet up with Amiya. A small fire team can't handle a herd of this size. We have to tread carefully. There's nothing we can do for the LGD now. We're in much worse position than them. Set them aside. My top priority is to guarantee your safety. We're being overrun. We're retreat. Don't panic. Huh? Who? That uniform, you're... The cavalry is here. Stand firm. Form 2 teams and move on their flanks. But master? Trust me, while I cannot take action myself, this method will succeed. Execute a pincer attack, hold the enemy in place, and leave the stragglers to your reinforcements. Thank you, sir. If you hadn't come to help. Behind you. Counterattack! It's no use. Form up and fall back. Yes, sir. No, if you do that, we can't hold here. We have to find a way out. Of course, the higher ground. We move up the stairs and hold them into. We move up the stairs and attack down into the corridor. No, all we can do is hold, but at least we won't get cornered by this crowd of lunatics. Right. Come about, get her up at each doorway, pull back the teams and take a defensive formation. Hurry, move! Well done. I approve. Sir, come with us. No need. What? Go. I will move on the ground. We can't hold them. All we have is piercing weapons and they're useless against these things. Hold your ground. We're the last line of defense for the civilians behind us. Then what do? We fight to the last man. Watch the uranium they're throwing. It corrodes your equipment, and some of them explode. They hit Shang. Shang, get back. You move up. Don't let them through. They've got me. They're eating me. No. Aye. How embarrassing. Someone Bailey Zingfa. Loose. Lightning arts. Oh, you wiped them all out in one bright flash. I just said I would not act. Little did I know how incapable you are of protecting the masses. That I would be forced to take such action it's humiliating. Madam Censor. Madam Nothing, were you not told to ignore my presence? We never thought. I found your spirit laudable. How disappointing it was to see you hopping about aimlessly, leaving me to do your work. Honestly, what were you doing? Now, to your place. What you just said? Chop chop, how have you not learned to move with haste even after witnessing me? Oh, but of course, you did not witness me. I did nothing. Is that clear? Crystal. But if a single hair on the head of a single commoner comes to harm, you are all terminated. Even I must resign. We are all unemployed. Yes, of course. We'll fight with all our strength. Very good. Now, why are you just standing there? Move. By the way, do you know those black cloaks? Black cloaks? What's that? Get your eyes checked. Those people on the rooftops, wearing the billowing black cloaks. Apologies, madam. What are you talking about? Defenders, fan out. Recon team, fall back. Hold firing position. Are these infected mutants messing with the radio waves? Our scouts could be in trouble. We can't hold them. There's so many. Didn't you cut through a whole wave of these things back there? Why haven't you done that already? This is different. Huh, leave it to this Puckeye alone to be so useless right when we need her most. Then why don't you show us what you can do? Drone. Huh? Superintendent Shen says recon team fall back, hold firing position. How was that? Huh? I said, how was that? Fire team, lose explosive bolts. What did you say? Am I deaf now, thanks to you? Go, use your talents to get the word out to the communications team at the Originium Transceiver Beta. Have them tell everyone, the herd is tough. Hold your positions, minimize casualties, don't cross over firepower. You really are a Lungman profanity. Alright. I can read your lips. Mouthing the word do. Sir. I can't hear you. Sir. Heard din of roaring. Speak up. Sir. Use the bunker busters. Hurry. It's quiet. Sir. Okay, I can hear you. Go ahead, speak. We have guests. Already? They took the chance to infiltrate our unit, huh? I guess it's to be expected. They were never going to give us free reign. Anyway, it doesn't change our plans. Let them see how strong Lungman is. One more thing, I'm not sure how accurate the reports are. Out with it. Some units have reported sightings of individuals wearing black raincoats. Reunion? Thankfully, no. We've seen evidence of them clashing with Reunion and... And what? And the Reunion they clashed with all seem to have died in how can I describe it? Sounds like an urban legend. Have we got shadowy figures running around Lungmen in black raincoats on a bright, sunny day? Somebody needs help. Black raincoats? What is that? Sector 12 cleansed, purged off infected. Teams 3 and 4 operating. Moving to next sector. Urgh. Heard strange crying. Why are you hurting your people? Snap out of it. No, run, hurry. Get out of here, don't let them get you. Run. Additional target acquired. Infected fugitive group on the border of sector 13 and 6. 44 individuals. Completion estimate within 5 minutes. Operation commencing. Help! We're surrounded, no. Alright, and on to the after stage story. Also, apologies if I'm keeping the mouse on the screen, but considering there are multiple scenes where the doctor is talking, kinda don't want to be going back and forth. Everyone's gone to hell out here. Where this Mephisto uses his arts to whip up some monsters that even attack us. They'll eat infected same as anyone. Huh. It's over. We lost. Somebody found one of Mephisto's team in some basement room in the slums. They said the corpses were covered in plants, still growing, to the point they were unrecognizable. Any ideas? I'm not sure. It's so weird. Why is everything so weird? We took down Chernobog, but we haven't been able to break Lungman. It must be because Tallulah hasn't shown. You made the right choice, but by not going with Crownslayer's crew, no one's been able to find them on the comms. We're the only ones left here. Ugh. What about you? Lungman's infected? You know, Lungmanite, you might end up better off than us just for not joining Reunion. We won't be better off for not joining. Was it Tallulah's speech that inspired you to join? No. Fancy fancy talking doesn't do much for me. To ask me something like that, I guess you don't care much for infected identity politics. Oh, sounds like you don't really believe in that stuff. So why don't you stay with Reunion? Because I have nowhere else to go. But if we never came here, why would you still be able to live normal lives? The infected purge was always coming. Reunion just sped up the timeline. You're pretty clear on that. And you're right. My hometown was a little place, far from one of the big cities. They weren't too bad to the infected either. The normal family who ran the show had an infected daughter. They let us live pretty normal lives in the ghetto. Mine work wasn't too hard. And the uninfected treated us okay. At least they trade with us a bit. Sometimes even squat by the wall and share a drink. Then a few years later the Duke lost a battle or something and got taken away. They sent us a new mayor. The Great Rebellion? Nobles were getting stripped of their titles left and right. Maybe. I never understood politics. We'd only get whispers once in a while. Supposedly there are infected messengers out there somewhere, but Ursus never had them. We didn't know anything. At first everyone lived pretty much like they did before, but there was a sense of something heavier in the air, and every day the food stores ran a little lower. Slowly but surely things turned around. When supplies really started to run low, the uninfected began throwing rocks at us. Then we started disappearing. And after a few dozen speeches in the town square, nobody brought up the mayor's embezzlement or the way he was renovating the town center for himself. I mean, we infected could see it. The ordinary townsfolk had to know. From the other side of the ghetto wall, we could hear them chanting things like "Purify the town and exterminate the infected." You were his scapegoat. When life gives you melons, right? But weren't we always scapegoats? I know I said the town treated us pretty well, but that's just for the last few decades. The rest of the story is pretty simple. They came in and killed most of the infected. The rest of us fled into the wilderness, where about half of us starved to death. Now here in Lungmen more of us died. Everyone from my hometown is already dead. So yeah, you're right, this is the way it goes. There's no place in this world for the infected. The only case for hope is that we didn't see it go down ourselves. Why are you telling me this? I got the feeling I don't have much time left. You don't happen to have a nice, painless way to kill somebody, do you? What are you saying? Huh? Oh. Sorry? I may have misread this. Lungmenites still hate you. You attacked our city. Sure, but where's the infected city? Huh? Fire? Hey, let's not fly off the handle here. All you had to say was you wanted a window seat. There's no need for violence. The fire spread so quickly. Strange. This is no natural flame. Why? It doesn't spread like a true flame. Then let's get out of here. Who knew this place would go to hell? And where do we go? We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. Come with us. The Longmenites don't like leaving home, right? Might as well leave it with us. Go with you. Sure, why not? You don't have to if you don't want it. I'll think about it. But home? Where is home? Alright, and on to stage 5. Title: Who to Kill. Let's begin with the pre-story. They've lost all humanity. Amia. Yeah, I'm fine. Can we still reach Blaze, Doctor, and Greythroat? No problem. Good, keep in touch with them. Help them find their way. Her doing some thirsty howling. I can't feel anything from you anymore. That faint outline of a threat of hatred, it all came from Mephisto. I have to cleanse it. The poison of Mephisto's hate. I promise, I will. I finished mopping up the reunion stragglers and reached the waypoint, but we've found the situation in the slums is not what we expected. The LGD unit guarding the area found no traces of reunion. I'm going to have to investigate myself. There's been a reduction in infected mutants. Is that your doing? No. Stay frosty. You never know what danger might be hiding in the shadows. Don't let your guard down. These infected are a lot more to handle than your run-of-the-mill reunion. Once I finish my work here, I'll send a team to assist you. Keep the channel open. Over and out. Who's there? It's me, reporting in. Not you. Huh? Nothing. Report in. Yes, sir. As ordered, we swept the area. What did you find? Nothing. Not a single reunion footprint to be found. I told you to be on the lookout for anything unusual. Oh, oops. We really didn't know this area at all. I mean, according to procedure, we don't come in here until there's a problem. So serious we have to tear down a block or something. I know, the slums don't exist to you as long as they are quiet. When we cut off reunion, there was a deafening sound coming from this place, and half the residents here vanished. Look at the toys scattered around our feet. Look at this and tell me there's nothing out of the ordinary. Was there anything in the plan about evacuating all the residents of the slums? There are a few things out of the ordinary. Most of the buildings in the district have been abandoned or otherwise ruined. The streets that are still here are completely empty, presumably a result of crossfire between Reunion and the locals. And there have been a few fires. We have extinguished them. They seem to have been caused by household functions such as heating and cooking. All buildings show signs of forced entry, and there is no trace of any resistance from the residents. As for Reunion, there's really no sign of them at all, just some cleaning residue. Do you care nothing for the civilians here? Sorry, sir. What are you apologizing for? I don't know, sir. Whatever. Why should you care about anything in the first place like this? Hurry up and send some teams to lock down the area. No one gets in or out. No vehicles either, Reunion or otherwise. As for you, you come with me. We're going north. Yes, sir. Shh, don't make a sound. This way, quickly. Very perceptive. What are you doing? Preparing to fire. You should not follow. Control your subordinates, Shen. Go fire. But sir. Go. Who sent you? I do not answer to you. You think you can run? Try and I'll arrest you on the spot. You are an unidentified armed element of unknown origin. How do you think the LGD is going to treat you? We might just shoot you dead. Training a new LGD unit would be a waste of Lumen's time, treasure, and talent. And eradicating the entire LGD would be a crushing blow to the heart of the Lumen community. You should not take the risk. Huh. Is that threat supposed to scare me, or should I be thanking you for your concern over Lungman's future? Shen, the LGD is the face of Lungman, as well as a pillar of her community and an exemplary show of her strength. And the LGD should stay in its lane. Don't let it stick its nose where it doesn't belong. Your threats are really not impressing me. Hurry up and answer questions. Where did all the locals go? You're one You're one tap of this alert all units button away from making an enemy out of the entire LGD. Or I guess you could take a split second to knock away my sword, slice off my arm, and snatch away this transceiver. Where did all the slum dwellers go? We will withdraw from this place. Shen, you and I both withdraw. For now, let us not interfere with one another. And where is it you think you're going? This new type infected reunion is controlling may well interfere with our carefully laid plans. We will swiftly remove them from the LGD. Please do your part to exterminate Reunion's main force. If the LGD seeks to actualize its strategic goals, it should focus on its own duties. You must do that which you must do. Wait, you think you can just leave? Come and go as you please. Superintendent Shen, let me give you a suggestion. Do not seek to investigate what has happened here. I look to Lord Wei and will banter with you no longer. By the way, cutting off your arm is quite simple. When you stand resolute, you are 100 times stronger than now. Hey! Stand back, Swire. Get back here. I will see myself out. Damn it. What was that all about? Who was that? Longmen's special forces are on the move, and I don't know if the people of this district are piled up in a mass grave somewhere. Huh? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb, you know. Or at least you've heard. No, what? Wait, do you know? I don't know, but your grandfather definitely knows. Huh? Seriously, what are you even talking about? Yua, just come out with it already. My grandpa's totally bedridden. I can't go 2 words out of him. Being sick in bed means he can't run Lungmen anymore. You know better than I what kind of man your grandfather is. No way. But who are you thinking? Lin Gray. Now I'm the one who gets to say, no way. Lin runs the slums as his personal thief. There's no way he'd let something like this happen. Make a few phone calls and ask around. Maybe you'll find out. Are you calling, or should I? Alright, and now for the stage after story. Meanwhile, on the other side of the slums. Calm down. Say it again slowly. But all of them, they're all dead. What's happening? What happened? I can't see anything. Ugh. Say again. Report. Phew. Who's there? That smell. Don't panic. Everyone's still here. Listen up. It's red. I saw it. I saw the red. Calm him down. Inhuman laughing? I want to go home. I want to go back to Ursa's. There's ghosts here and monsters. I saw the shadows of two women. I want to go home. We shouldn't have come, Crown Slayer. Do you copy? Answer me. The layout of these slums is confusing, but don't let the enemy confuse you. We are perfectly safe. How is our position still exposed with all the fog? There remains the trader's position, I am aware. She is in Lungmen. Kill her. Make a name for yourself that your enemies should fear. After you've killed your rival, then what? Don't forget your true enemy. Who? Bring her to me. Sorry, Swire. Bring you who? Bring her to me. Who is she talking about? I don't know, maybe... That pink-haired sewer scum. Dial 100-800-00200 RCT 211-93001. That's her number. How did she memorize that number that long? That number is familiar. Isn't that one lady? Why are you two whispering about? Hello. What are you up to, you filthy rat? What have you done? And why do you suspect me? I'm glad it wasn't you. You had me worried there. Suspect you of what? If you're talking about these special forces, that was me. Lin Yusha, I think I misheard something. I misheard you, didn't I? The LGD has its business, and we have ours. Wei and Wu has yet to keep order in Lungmen, and we are here to remove that which Lungmen does not need. You know what this team did in the slums? They help you deal with reunion quite efficiently. That buffer zone was your father's blood, sweat and tears. It's all thanks to him and his work in the slums that Lungmen is what it is today. Do you know their objective? You've made it very clear. The slums are full of places for Union to hide, not to mention their invasion route. You'd level them. Isn't that right? We're working with Rhode Island now. Reunion is no match for us. You don't have to do this. Jumping to conclusions before I even have a chance to explain. While Reunion is certainly no match for us, there is still not a problem for civilian forces to solve. We must use the power of the city to eradicate this threat. This is how I face the invaders. Why can't you put your faith in Rhode Island and our own LGD? Why should we trust Rhode Island? And why dirty the hands of the LGD? What do you mean dirty? Don't tell me you had no other choice. That's your father's land. It takes so much more to build and to destroy. Breaking a pane of glass takes one person 1 second. Do you know how long it takes to make one? How many people are involved? Swire? Do you know what it is the people fear? Do you know what it is that scares the Chamber of Commerce? What's wrong with you? Aren't we facing off against Reunion? You really don't understand at all. Fine, filthy rat. I don't understand. Might I humble myself and request that you grace me with an explanation? The infected are growing in number. The people fear the infected and they don't care if they're Reunion or not. In short, don't go looking in the sewers. Huh? Hello? Are you there? Stinking shit-eating rat? You dare hang up on me? I'm not pronouncing this sentence because I'm gonna just massively mispronounce whatever that is. How dare you hang up on me? Shen chased off the Black Cloaks. What to do about that? They'll move past her and accelerate the pace. That will do. Dad, if you were me, if the younger you were me, this is what you would do, too, isn't it? What am I doing? What do you mean? That's impossible. Your herd is shrinking. The initial attack was voracious and terrifying, but we're not really sure why, but our scouts report their numbers aren't growing. Unfortunately, the group that suffered the most from this tactic was the Reunion squad that sustained the initial attack. Who? Who did this? The LGD? The LGD could never surpass my herd. But our people... I took the LGD's tactics and equipment into consideration. Facing my herd should have delayed them at least 2 days. So who is it that's done this? People in black raincoats. Captain. Faust. Crossbowmen. Reformed the squad. Mine and a few other teams have scooped up a lot of Mephisto's people. Why? Together we can hold back the LGD. Faust! Faust, are you hurt? Why did you leave me back there? Because I had to. And I'm glad to see how many of our people you've brought back with you. You'll put them to good use against the LGD, I'm sure. They won't attack us, but I can't control them. I've been racking my brain over it. There aren't many left, though. We will need more of our people to protect us. We must defeat those LGDs if we're going to escape. Mephisto, don't use those arts again. But didn't you say we have to survive, Faust? Isn't that what's most important? Then why did you... Why did you say you would die for that monster back in the LGD headquarters? Crossbowmen. Ready. Take him. Alright, and let's go to... Well, it is numbered like a stage, but this is a scene only. Titled, Leave It Behind. He has never forgotten the promise he once made. Anno, what's this book about? Ah, I read it, so I brought it for you. I think you'll like it, Sasha. It's a book about ideals. Ideals? Yes. What are your ideals, Anno? Ideals, huh? I don't know. Can I have ideals? Of course you can. Why couldn't you? Ah, crap, it's time to go home. You don't want to go home? You don't want to go? I don't want to go home. But Anno, you said that if you didn't go home, your father would beat you. But I'll see you tomorrow, right? I can still see you tomorrow. I know. I'll put the book and some bread in here. Sasha, I don't want to go. It's terrible. I'll get beaten even if I go back now. So come out tomorrow. If you get hit, you can hit me. Uh-huh. Sasha, did you get into another fight? Did they knock your head around? You have bruises, so many wounds. This way people know you're hurting. At least someone will know. Well, I know what you're thinking, but I won't. If those kids are still picking on you, let me know. I'll take them all down. I know. See you tomorrow. I'll come and sing to you again. I don't even know what happened to him. All I know is that he gave me food. I only know that he could read, and I wanted to read, and he taught me. I only know that the other to bully him because he gave me bread, and I was stronger, and I hit them, and they hit me. But I don't know what happened to him. I'm scared, Sasha. I'm really scared. I think I don't belong in that home. I overheard that my mom isn't even in the house. The way they look at me, they're all terrifying, and I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. But there is no food or anywhere to stay here. It's just sewers. I don't care. But do you hate me too? What? Why? Because I like to laugh? No. Why would I? Because I shouldn't laugh. Nonsense. Anno, you should keep laughing. Really? Really. Would things be different if he didn't go back that day? Just because I thought my place was too cold and dirty, I sent him home. If he hadn't gone back, would it have changed anything? Everything? You're hurt. The wound on your stomach. What happened? Sasha, I've been laughing. You see, you told me I could laugh, so I kept laughing. I never stopped laughing. Sasha, do you still want to hear me sing? After that, he visited me from time to time, and each time he had more and more scars. So many more. I realized how much the things I said influenced him, so I started talking less. Would that make things better? You're back. You're back. Does it hurt? This can't keep happening. Who the hell did this to you? Why are they doing this to you? Whoever it is, they need to be punished. Whatever it is, it needs to be destroyed. Anna, take me with you. Alright. Huh? I will. I didn't know what I'd said. I didn't know if I could say anything anymore. What did I do? What did I do? What the hell did I do? I've read a lot of books too, but no book ever told me. Nothing ever told me. Look at it, Sasha. You told me you wanted to destroy everything that hurt me, didn't you? Come on. Your wounds. They're not important. It doesn't matter. You see, with one little breath, it's all better. It's all fine. Come on, I'll bandage you up. There must be some cloth around here. That man cut my leg. Then with one breath, it's all better. An old man slashed my back. One light touch and it was fine. And it's all thanks to that originium rock that fat woman shoved down my throat. That's enough, Enno, really. I can't sing anymore, but you see, it's all from the originium. There's nothing I can't do. Enno. You're unhappy. Why? I only did what you told me. Why are you unhappy? Obviously they're all happy. Just do what they say and they'll be happy. Because all of your family are assholes, all of them. Yes. So the kids killed them. What? The infected kids who hadn't been driven out of town. What did you do to them? They hit me too. They hurt you too. Now they're all like pieces on a chessboard. My literal pawns. As soon as I healed their wounds, they obeyed my every command. I'll take a bunch of ugly, disgusting people. All of them. All of them. You see, Sasha? You see what I've done? We'll burn it down in one magnificent blaze. All of it. Sasha? What's wrong with you? Don't do anything like that ever again. But I thought you said... I didn't think it would turn out this way. Anno, do you really want to do... do what you really want to do, not this. I can't help you. You don't have to do this. But I... That's enough. Just do what you truly want, Anno. Not what you're forced to do. Not the bloodshed. Not the heartbreak. Not the revenge. You don't even like this kind of thing. Sasha? I want to sing. I couldn't do anything. I was useless. Enno? I can't sing anymore. We'll go together. We'll survive. Survive? What's so great about that? Nothing. But we can do it together. What are you going to do? This is the originium I stole from the mine. I was going to sell it for some food. Sasha! This way, we're both infected. Let's survive together. Such things. I'm not interested. There is no reason for anything you do. There is no meaning to your life on this planet. No, you don't need anyone to save you. Pick a name you like. This one? Good. Mephisto. Mephisto. From now on, you are Mephisto. You are no longer what you were. I don't trust you. I have no right to trust you. The only person you can trust is yourself. What you did cannot be written off. You will always carry your past, even if you forget, even if you cannot understand what you did. Everything you do, everything you go through will become your kindling. They compel you to keep the fire burning within you. Until the whole earth is free, until you throw away all that others have given you, until you finally understand yourself. At that point, you can even discard the name. It's your choice whether you stay or go, live or die. Mephisto, I can't change your ideals. If you don't have it, go find it. We'll help ourselves. Who am I? That's not important. What should you call me? Tallulah. I'm a rebel, an ordinary woman. I'm nobody, but for now, you can call me Tallulah. And Tallulah didn't say much to me. She held me tight and wrapped me 3 times on my back. Tallulah trusted me. Yelena, Buldurkasti, Ludmilla, they all believed in me. I thought I could put the childhood I spent in that city behind me. Only things changed quickly. It started with what happened in that village. It was a tragedy. But why did the tragedy make her this way? Why did things turn out like this? I'll do whatever you want me to do. No need. Do as you please. I'll allow it. You are Mephisto after all. What you said before... That was years ago. It's only natural that some things change over the course of a career. If we don't keep up with the times, we're doomed. So we and our fellow infected must fight for our collective future. Anyone can be sacrificed for that ideal. I can trust you, can't I? Yes, because I am Tallulah. Then I will. You will. I'm sure you will. We can't do it without you. You can do anything, and you can accomplish anything. Come in. You should have seen it all. Who are you? I am Tallulah, of course. The Tallulah I knew, is not you. Tallulah is just a name. Tallulah is just Tallulah. Help him. Mephisto needs your help. Mephisto needs you to give him value. He trusts only you and me. Tallulah would never do that. You're taking advantage of his trust in you. None of us have the power to choose. You'll do it for him. Everything. Or would you rather watch him die? Don't you realize what happened? After passing that village, Tallulah changed completely. She's not the same person. I know. Then why are you doing this? I don't trust anyone but you and her. And I don't want to choose. Faust, where are we going? Faust, tell me, what should we do?
We survive.
Isn't it painful to be alive?
It's painful, but we can do it together. This book, it's a book about ideals. My ideals are...
Oh boy, that backstory. Ooh, yeah. Also foreshadowing and that flags. Alright, now on to the final bit for today's episode. The story on stage 6-7. Titled Broken Strings. Let's begin with the before mission. Greythroat, what's your position?
Amiya, I'm providing support to the LGD team.
We're about to engage. Attention all elite operators. This may be our first, last, and only long-scale battle in Lungmen. Everyone take objective 1 as your primary mission. My team and I will be focusing on engaging the enemy commander. I want you all to remember, top priority is completing the terms of our contract. That is, to work with the LGD to ensure the security of Lungmen. But Rhode Island's mission in this battle is to reduce the friction between the infected and uninfected people, to prevent clashes. We are Rhode Island, no matter what else we carry into battle. No matter when, no matter where. And of course, if at any point our operations fall outside of standards, we will put a stop to them at once. As such, we go into battle with a heavy burden of responsibility on our shoulders.
That was for my sake, huh?
She's such a brave word.
We better speed up, or we won't make it.
You saw what tough customers those infected were back there. That's a lot for one operator, or even one team to handle. I really should have put that kid to bed once and for all back on the rooftop. Oh, copy. If you don't get your butt to the ambush point, I'll take all the last year's disciplinary reports and hand them over to Dr. Kaltzit. Settle down, I'll be there right on time.
Amiya, she's scratching my coat.
Please! What am I supposed to do? We have to hurry.
You'll pay for that one.
Anyway, all I need is your location and current operation. You two seem to be getting along. Sure are. Really?
Wait, what's happening here? What should I tell her? I don't know.
This is bad. Red alert, I'm taking psychic damage. I need guidance. Keep at it. She hung up. Oh no, we're in trouble. But at least we're here. Let's take a load off.
But this is the highest point in the district.
Well, shit. You know what they say. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Let's hop down.
Hop? From this high?
Yep. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, that's Mephisto's team over there. To the east, moving to the Amber Zone. And over there, the Scaly Kid? He's taking his team to fight something. What is all that black there? Is that the herd? With those numbers? Looks like we can't rest here, Doctor. Let's go. Time for the final battle. Hey, Amiya. Hey. I'm taking the Doctor into the fight. What are you thinking?
We let a small reunion group go, then we tracked them into the slums.
Weren't you leaving that to the special forces?
No reason we can't take the opportunity. I've already looked into the situation once, and one thing is clear. As long as we're there, the special forces can't act openly. Once the fighting stops, there won't be any, they won't be able to do much.
You're not worried about orders from the top?
Who's going to stand up and take responsibility for the team?
Alright, so you've got it all figured out. What's going on in the slums?
My informants have been busy. There are a few sectors I have been able to contact, but we have a lot more intelligence. Than anyone else.
This is a big gamble, but I guess we have no choice.
The LGD is the only group that can face down these special forces. Amiya, do you copy?
Officer Shen, we're in position.
I need to apologize for the whole ordeal with reunions, scooping up the infected. That wouldn't have happened if we hadn't been more thoughtful.
It's thanks to the LGD's quick actions in the slums that Lukman is able to plan against reunion. On a strategic level, I think you're fine, Officer Shen, but personally... Officer Shen, Misha is dead. And I can't condone your opinions of the infected. Even you know. The Longcheng who love their city will fight for her, no matter who they are. Wow, what an awesome little bunny! Did I just hear you misfire?
Don't mind her.
Hey!
I agree with you, Amiya. Fighting for Longcheng can unite the people, except those tied up with reunion. But actually, living in Longcheng is another matter. Time can't solve everything.
Of course, we have to solve everything ourselves.
Wishful thinking. The infected and uninfected live in different worlds.
It's not wishful thinking, Officer Shen. It's thinking about Misha and the countless other infected who died just like her. It was the gap between those two worlds that killed them, and are we going to let the divide define us? Are we not going to fight to bridge it? I hope you can understand, Officer Shen, why it is that the infected and uninfected of Rhode Island come together to fight for Longcheng. They're here, Officer Shen.
Prepare for battle. It's an ambush. The LGD is pushing us in. Push through to the slums. Even though we haven't heard from Crown Slayer, the slums are our only way out. Take him. What are you going to do? Me and a few teams have encouraged the herd to gather up here. They won't attack me, so I can fight alongside them. Fire in the hole! We can't hold for long. It's those special infected. Look out! You'll bring up the rear. You're not coming back. Let him speak. He can't do his arts like this.
What are you doing?
Mephisto.
What are you doing? You can't do this. Come back. Please, come back here.
You once told me you would do anything I asked you.
Sasha.
You said you don't want to make decisions for yourself. It's just, if you have your own ideas and your own goals now, I can't blame you for your choices. If that's the way it is, Mephisto, well, that's great. But I'm out of options. So let me tell you my last wish.
Sasha? What are you talking about? I don't understand.
Don't let them escape. Take out their commanders. The Rhode Islands follow. Okay, mounting, pull the trigger, basically doing the words just with his mouth without speaking, voicing. Hit the deck, watch your crossfire, we've got them surrounded. Fall back, Rhode Island crossbowmen, this corridor is ours. Faust, Run! No. Crossbowmen, I know Frostnova is on her way. And even though Crownslayer is missing, her people are out there in the slums somewhere. When Frostnova gets here, you are under her command. I trust her. Once she arrives, you'll be okay. And with my Originium arts, you'll be invisible. You can't, Faust! That will rupture your organs! Doesn't matter. There's no reason not to do it anymore. Retreat. That's an order. And take him with you. But not to Chernobog. Faust. You can't do this! I hope you survive, even on your own. Don't die. That's my last wish. Sasha! Sasha! I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get anyone hurt. I wish we had just run away back then. We could have just run away. Sasha, you promised. We promised each other. We swore we would survive together. It's too late for me. I'm too tired. Sasha! Goodbye, Enno. He knocks a bolt into his crossbow and winds it. He takes aim for the last time. Now, if this would have a stage, would have a, well, would memorize what you did before, so you could just auto it, I would show it, because I don't want to play through it on, well, on this narration. Just to showcase, this is a very special, one of the very rare special cases where they give you a they give you a full squad. Part of it is canonical to who is there, mainly being Amia, Blaze, Gabriel, Greythroat. I'm not too sure about the rest, but I would say they would be around, like Lava, Fang, Beagle, Nerf probably, Quora probably. I'm not sure about F either. Rope probably, Scavenger maybe. I think F Eater is someone who's supposed to join up later, but I don't know the exact timeline for her. But yeah, they essentially give you a full-on squad for this, because this is meant to be Faust's last stand. And now for the after story. He stopped crying. His eyes, it's like he is brain dead. I don't care about him. I miss Faust. He saved my life. He was a good commander. Faust gave Mephisto to us. It was his last order. We're going to carry it out. None of my business. Get out of the city with us, and you have a better shot at survival. Okay, let's go. Where are you taking him? Faust said he doesn't want us to take him back to Chernobog. So where can we go? How long were you with Faust? At first I'd say less. At first I'd say he was with us. 4 or 5 years ago, Faust couldn't use any tactics and he really couldn't shoot a crossbow. We taught him all that. He studied hard, trained harder, compared notes with deities, spared with Patriot's boys, and got stronger and stronger. Patriot and Frostnova both taught him. He became our leader, even though we never much called him that. It's what he was. You lucked out. No matter how Mephisto got, Faust never made us do anything. Archers, don't save your high explosive bolts. Won't those bolts be useful against the LGD? Faust insisted we honor the dead like this. It's not a waste to show respect. Greythroat? If I recall correctly, he was the crossbowman with Mephisto, and one of Reunion's commanders. You knew him? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'd say we knew each other.
It seems like there is not much Rhode Island can do.
Yeah. This is how it is for Rhode Island, most of the time. But even if there's only the tiniest bit we can do, we will do it. We have to. I used to think Rhode Island fought for the infected. But now I see all of the dead at our feet. They're all infected. Amiya, why does Rhode Island fight? Now you ask. Please. Answer her. Honestly, I ask myself the same question all the time. We see people, infected and uninfected, die every day. We don't and we shouldn't fight to stop every death. That would be meaningless in the grand scheme of things. Like now, like in this battle in front of us. It wasn't one crossbow, one art, one explosion, or one wound that caused all the death. What we fight to defeat is the source of all this, the hatred the uninfected have for the infected, and vice versa. It is the reason they kill each other. We must tear up the soil that nurtures the hate, using our pharmaceuticals and our operations. Did Reunion fire that? That was an Originium boosted crossbow bolt. Pretty lousy fireworks. Nerl said back in Chernobog, the scaly kid was pretty strong. She told me her arms nearly broke, and I'll tell you from experience, I wouldn't be able to break them. Put back there, I knew his bowstring was as good as snapped, and he didn't have much arts left in his weapon. What happened to you, little shit? I think maybe he had no reason to fight anymore. Hey, Amiya, would it be possible that he used some sort of arts and survived from the attack? I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? I just pity the kid. Looking at him, I can tell he wasn't a bad guy. It's too late for any of that now. No, it's not. The tragedies of the past carry on into the present, and we still have a chance to stop the tragedies of the future. I'll get his crossbow. Did she have an epiphany? You don't know what she's been through. She never shared. We're not close. Her parents were empathy researchers doing work for the infected. They died in a clash between the infected and police. She just thinks her suffering and ours are the same. Greythroat is more sensitive than you give her credit for. She just doesn't express herself. How am I supposed to know if she doesn't speak up? Was he your friend? I don't know. Who are you? Should I introduce myself? No, thank you. It's dangerous to make friends with the infected. I don't care if my friends are sick or not. Oh? You have my condolences. Why did you ask me that? Because I worried you were making friends with infected. Called for you, Amiya. This is Amiya. Gabriel? Where are you? Under the slums. There's a passage. How? Black raincoats and Yeti squad? Are they forming up with Reunion in the slums? The worst is yet to come.
All right. Holy shit, I'm looking at the recording of this. This is only up to stage 7 and it's a 2-hour recording. This is pretty much the stage 7 in chapter 6. The story of until here is literally the same length as the entire previous chapter. Oh my god. Well, yep. So yeah, I am not sure how much I can or will have to split this further apart. I'll see during the next time I am sitting down to record. Well, not record, but I'm just gonna time a test run of the next section of the story. But I'm presuming it's gonna be 2 more parts for this chapter alone, so yeah. The story is getting chunky and chunkier. Oh boy. And it's getting better and better. Trust me on this. Oh boy. But yeah, for now, this has been way too long already, so I will leave it at that. And as always, thank you for listening, watching, liking, and potentially subscribing. This has been Jacob. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next part. Until then, bye bye.